Girl, he never gave me no damn earrings. He probably gave those to Jennifer.
Young lady, he never gave me no damn hoops. He presumably gave us to Jennifer, so it seems as though Jennifer Hudson is weary of Tiffany Haddish spreading the story that they're both in a circle of drama with Normal and not set in stone to take care of Tiffany. It has been a very long time since Normal unloaded Tiffany like a hot potato. Yet it seems as though Tiffany is as yet draped up on Normal from that point forward. Well, Jennifer is presently stopping the BS that Tiffany has been spreading and is pummeling Tiffany and advising her to quit discussing her relationship, or probably you all need to clutch your edges and get on this show since things are going to get muddled. I'm seeing someone is quite possibly of the most gorgeous individual I at any point met throughout everyday life. And she's shrewd, she cherishes God, she has something genuine rational about her. She's gifted, yet I set my standards sort of high cause she needed to have an OT, she needed to win an Oscar. Her most memorable film, I Said My Standards, she needed to get her own syndicated program. Gracious. Okay, so it appears as though Jennifer Hudson is becoming ill and burnt out on Tiffany Haddish attempting to connect with her man Normal. And she isn't attempting to take care of Tiffany, getting down on Tiffany and advising all her nose out of Normal and Jennifer's relationship, or more than likely, as per reports, Jennifer truly accepts that she has something to be thankful for happening with Normal and no entirely set in stone to safeguard her relationship no matter what, particularly against a still fixated ex with him, and is attempting to destroy his relationship with Jennifer. And that ex is, as a matter of fact, Tiffany Cap, assuming you're asking why Jennifer appears to be so defensive of her relationship with Normal. It's since she has had too much terrible connections previously, so she is eager to battle for this one relationship that seems to be going great. I'm making an effort not to be obscure toward Jennifer or be discourteous toward her or any such thing, since she is a legend by her own doing and a rare example of individuals in history to have won a Grammy, Emmy, Oscar, and Tony. So disregarding her future odd, and yet we need to concede that her affection life has been completely turbulent and sort of chaotic, and she hasn't precisely been fortunate when it come to connections, despite the fact that she attempted to do the right things in connections. Her most memorable relationship was with a man named James Payton in 1999 when she was 18, and the relationship went on for quite some time. They separated in 2007 when she was 26, and it's sort of noteworthy that she remained in a relationship for that long. She was new in the business and furthermore sort of youthful, so the way that she figured out how to clutch a relationship for a very long time is no little accomplishment, cause you all skill these celebs in Hollywood be separating each couple of workdays while she decided to keep the subtleties of the separation hidden. She conceded that it had something to do with how feverish her life was. She said, "It was my decision to separate, certainly, yet it was the same old thing, or unfamiliar, don't like anything unexpectedly, as he didn't have the foggiest idea what was happening. It had nothing to do with my popularity at all. It was anything but an issue relating to that." She proceeded to imply that Pan had definitely disliked her work, saying, "It is troublesome with this kind of weight eye of life and being a resilient lady and being seeing someone I've in the end come to realize while managing individuals or may as at Tim's have issues when they're with an effective lady, or even it's peculiar, and I really intend that overall in all cases, it's something I've seen in a ton of circumstances with regards to fruitful ladies or tough ladies anyway." She conceded that they stayed in contact and were cordial. "When we separated, it wasn't the distinction. I would rather not put his business out they're adding up to me to tell, and perhaps that is a piece of the confidential side to Jennifer. Yet I very much prefer to give individuals their regard frankly, and he's similar to family right up until today, and I won't put him on impact. I won't treat him so harshly as that." It didn't take long for her to continue on, and inside 2 or 3 months, she had a renewed person in her life, and the relationship moved quick. She and Peyton separated in late 2007, and by mid-2008, she previously had a renewed Ed person, WWE grappler David Otunga. They initially met when he dealt with the unscripted television show I Love New York Too Well. They didn't precisely meet on the show. In essence, David being on the show offered him the chance to meet many individuals in Hollywood, and one of his new companions chose to acquaint him with Jennifer in light of the fact that he felt that they would be an extraordinary match. Well, the companion was correct on the grounds that Jennifer and David promptly took to each They began dating at some point in 2007, yet the relationship moved exceptionally quick. He proposed to her under a year after the fact on her 27th birthday celebration. This was in September 2008, and they were the ideal couple, or so we thought. Tragically, Jennifer's sibling and nephew were killed by her brother by marriage a long time after Jennifer got ready for marriage, and she needed to rest on David for help. Fortunately for her, he was eager to offer her the help that she wanted. He was an extremely smart accomplice and would try and plan trips for them together so she could take her brain off the horrendous circumstance and begin to recuperate. Jennifer got pregnant sometime thereafter, and in 2009 she brought forth their child David Jer, and they had their ideal little family. By 2010, they had been locked in for over 2 years, and individuals had begun pondering when precisely they planned to get hitched. Insiders uncovered that they had wanted to get hitched in 2010, yet they chose to postpone the wedding significantly more, and afterward they held up 2 additional years. By 2012, the reports had developed further that David needed to emerge to guarantee that they had proactively picked a wedding date, yet they were keeping it hidden. Jenner even asserted that she had selected a dress that would have been a gem. The two of them asserted that they deferred the wedding so much because that they were sitting tight for equity for the homicide of janitor's mother, sibling, and nephew. That I said that was something that was looming over our heads for such a long time, and presently we feel like we can at last inhale a moan of help. Everything is great now. Yet by 2014 there was still no word about their wedding, and as of now it was somewhat evident that things had gone downhill between them. David was missing at a few quite pivotal turning points in Jennifer's day-to-day existence and profession. It was somewhat clear as of now that something was off about the relationship, yet they continued to deny it. They kept up the act until 2017 when they couldn't imagine any longer, and they declared that they had separated. Genuinely, we ought to have seen this approaching for some time in light of the fact that Jennifer had expressed a few things about their relationship that sort of sent warnings. Waving in a meeting, she discussed how he detested the way that she had shed pounds and was investing more energy into her appearance. Jennifer visited the Jay Leno show where she was asked, "Does your life partner's thought process, does he like the new spell too?" Jennifer answered, "He's getting acclimated to it. He's not actually into change that much, so he whines at me like, for what reason do you must have to get looking good to go out, and for what reason mightn't you at any point go out like you used to?" And I'm similar to, I'm a mobile board currently, honey. No doubt that was odd, except for at first it appeared as though the separation had been shopping center and they had basically grown off but of one another, or their extremely bustling timetables had some between them, very much as it did with Jennifer's most memorable relationship anyway. It didn't take long for us to figure out that there was a ton of hamburger and show in this separation, since the two of them engaged in an extremely lengthy and extremely chaotic fight in court that elaborate charges of dev and guardianship over their child David Jar. Jennifer guaranteed that David had been mistreating her close to the furthest limit of their relationship, saying that he displayed progressively forceful, compromising, and badgering conduct toward her and their child as their relationship broke down, and blamed him for mental and actual maltreatment. She likewise blamed him for being excessively and unreasonably desirous, and he blamed her for going behind his back with various men and would utilize their child to attempt to keep an eye on her. She talked about when she had their child with her in a recording studio, and he requested that the kid make a video of Jennifer in the studio and send the recording to him, since he accepted she was dating